We're on, boys. Oh, wait. Now we're on. Ha! Okay, welcome back to the show. Last week we were left off with our brave heroes going back to Beta 2 station to save their friend, the engineer mechanic Dujar, the ship's token narn, and their small mascot. Now, having entered the arena where they found Dujar fighting for his life, they managed to distract the battlefield for long enough for his centauri opponent to skewer the man's face with a blade. Our stunned audience quickly recovered and charged into the field. Only Landers Cortas, the noble centauri count, standing up in the arena's audience, demanding a duel from the duelist that stabbed his friend, but alas, we entered the battle mode. Everyone roll initiative!
And we went in without a plan, so that means no bonuses.
No bonuses and no nachos. Where the hell is my other dice?
Alright, combat.
Yay, I rolled a 9.
Somebody ate my
Oh
other
man,
dice.
this computer is ridiculously slow.
Well, I'm just gonna use dice roller.
Wow, really? There it is, initiative.
Luckily, I can use my intellect for initiative.
Hey. But yeah, we do have a new follower.
Ooh.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we do. Say hello to
Yeah.
Akira.
Hello,
Akira.
Akira.
Hello, Akira.
Welcome to the show, and yeah, I was supposed to roll my own initiatives. Yeah, I got distracted by new followers.
When I feel bad about telling that story, that was an SFW.
No. Like, oh,
You
no,
do? Why?
This is what you.
Hey man, it's real life. How did I get? I got an 8. Not bad.
You got an 8, not bad. Let's see how you compare with the others. Okay, so first off goes the upstairs guards. Second goes downstairs guards. Then go all of you. And then goes the duelist who stabbed Dujar. That's how the dice roll.
Oh well, it happens.
So, the upstairs guards notice this ruckus, and immediately the closest one of them approaches Landers to block his way to the arena and pull out a baton with the sparkling energy, which indicates the stun baton quality of it. But does not smack yet, more like this is a threatening move, don't you dare do nothing. And there is other guards on their way towards Landers' position. Then the downstairs guards are like, oh shit. And they seem to select their closest targets and get into the way of the thing. Wait. Actually, they don't know what's going on. You came from the audience. They don't know if this is staged or not. So I'm gonna have them stay back for this round.
We'll take it.
That's they are confused, like what the hell is going on. And then is you guys, starting with Doctor, then it's Malone, and finally it's going to be Landers.
Running
Disorder.
straight
Keep it
towards Dugar.
straight for Dujar, and next to the
Straight to
stabber.
Dugar.
No consequences of this action.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm hoping my teammates have my back.
fair enough.
I got you, buddy.
Next
You can
is
say-
Malone.
So it's gonna take my entire whatever just to run towards Dugar, because I don't actually know how far I am from the edge of the ring towards him.
You use your action to get next to him, and I'm assuming kneeling down to start digging up your medical kit.
Yep.
whatever medical supplies you happen to have along with you.
I mean, I brought my good medical kit with me, and just in case.
Yep.
So.
There was a chance of him being injured in slave-related activities.
Question on the arena. So I could get my brain right. Us three, Dujar, Dr. Turner, and me are on the ground, and there's guards there as well.
Yes, there is two guards at the two entrances outside, leading outside from the ring itself. It's like these. Imagine the Colosseum, and there's these gates, and on front of one is guard each, and there's two entrances.
Doc, you get him fixed up. I'll buy you some time. I'll stand up and move toward. I'll stand up and from where I'm at, and get into an defensive position to block incoming guards.
You sure? He's standing next to a guy with a sword that's covered in Dujar's blood.
Oh, in that case, see, that's why I asked. There was a fourth guy that I was not aware of. In that case, I'm going to...
the guy who stabbed Dujar is still there. Yeah.
Got it. In that case, Doc, you get him up. I'll buy some time, and then I'll jump in. I want to tackle this guy, or at least grapple him and try to remove his weapon.
I will allow this. You charge at him. You'll get a bane, because it's your that is a very, how do you call it, predictable action on your part, and you're just speeding in and trying to tackle him. But yeah, that's an unarmed attack. Go for it. And I get to roll an unarmed attack as well.
I'm finding it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Unarmed attack. No bow die. Ooh, very good. Ha! I'll take it.
You win by 2. Oh, wait. Let me just check what that bane does. I did not notice that one. Yeah, the bane does nothing. Bane,
yeah, it does nothing.
Yep. Carry on.
For my success, can I remove, or can I disarm him and take this weapon?
Yeah, I do believe that's one of the options of the binding rules. Yes. I'm
trying to find the actual page where it's at, but yes.
That's a good point. I don't have the actual page here, but I do. If it's not there, it's now for this fight, because I don't want to start bugging up the game for looking rules. So yes.
Yeah.
Enter. You can force him to abandon his weapon. And since you don't hold a weapon, you can hold it yourself.
That is my plan, yes.
Ooh. Yes, okay. Now that's your turn. Now it's Mr. Cortas. Count Cortas.
Uh-huh. Yes, so... I've got one of the guards right in front of me. There.
Okay, there's one right in front of you, yes.
I'm just gonna try... Alright, this is what I'm gonna try. Instead of taking a swing at him, I'm just gonna go with... You dare take a weapon to me.
Okay, that's clearly persuasion with social roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one can definitely have seen you on live broadcast during your coronation. Or was it? It's
no, not coronation, but my investiture.
What's the word for ennobling?
Investiture.
Yes, that's one. Isn't that for bishops?
Oh yeah, really, isn't it? Investment.
Knighthoods. I don't know.
No. Well, let's call it ennobling anyway.
Yeah. 7. Bloody ones. Yeah, I've rolled, but not as well as I was hoping.
As high as you were hoping. Yeah, that's yep. Either he wasn't paying attention to the noble stuff, or he doesn't give a shit. But one way or the other, he's still there with a baton in hand, going. Zzz, zzz, zzz. It's like, just keep your cool, and it will be all soon over. And you still have move action, 2 minor actions, I believe. Sorry, 1 minor action. Yeah. Anyway, you can still do something, but not attack.
Okay. The way I'm gonna do it is I'm just gonna. He's not paying attention to me. I'm just gonna make it like I'm moving past him.
He's paying direct attention to you.
Oh, he's paying direct attention.
Yeah, he came at you and going like, "Hey, you, you're throwing swords in the arena. That's no cool."
So, right. So I'm here. He's there. Is there a way for me to like start like moving around like to the side?
You
and then
can
get him?
try and move past him, but he's gonna get a whack at you if he chooses to.
I'll take the risk. Yeah.
Okay, he does that whack at you.
Okay.
What's your parry rating with unarmed weapons? So what's your unarmed rank?
Just recheck. I don't have unarmed. I do have melee. There.
Melee blades, I believe.
I got melee and then it specializes into blades. Yeah, so I don't have.
So he's gonna hit you. And he's gonna make 6 points of endurance damage.
Oof.
That's stun damage, luckily. But it's... Oh wait, did I say 6? I mean 8. He has a strength modifier to that because that baton hurts like a bitch.
He's just... I'm out.
You don't have any armor?
I don't know, well, I do...
Yeah, we have the
What's the
level
armor?
8 stuff.
Oh, yeah.
and
was it
cloth armor is, I believe, 5 points.
5 points? Okay, no, that's fine because I still had 2
You
damage.
haven't marked it up. No, you should mark up your armor.
I forgot.
I know, I need to check. Because this is important enough.
Since all of our armor got stolen like 2-3 episodes ago, we bought
Yeah?
basic
Yeah.
weapons and basic level 8
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah, we all bought flak armor
Yeah.
before we got here because we didn't have any weapons or anything. So we're like, okay, flak armor and
That's literally what we took over the ship with.
Oh yeah, it's
Was-
actually 8 points of protection. Ooh, okay,
What?
fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's 8
so-
points.
That's all of it.
and your endurance. I mean, unless you took some damage between now and then, you should be fine because I healed everybody and your natural healing.
Except yourself.
should took care of
bitch.
it.
And
Well,
I'm at
because I-
negative, and I'm at -5 because I fell down and I
Yeah.
literally jumped and splatted into the arena like a
I'm
fool.
damaged because I'm taking stems.
Yeah.
He's damaged because he jumped. You should be good to go.
Malone's face is all sandy.
Because
Yeah.
because you gave me the stems, that got me because I was taking damage in like 2 tracks. I was only. I
Yeah,
got back
you're
up.
all healed by now.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Because your
spent like
natural
2
healing
weeks
takes
at your
over.
home base. You're healed.
Yeah.
Of course. Oh yeah,
'Cause-
because we then went out. Then I forgot because we had been like a week away.
I honestly should be punishing you for bad bookkeeping here.
Yeah.
Your long-term care is good.
Am I being too kind for letting him off the hook like this?
I mean,
No,
me and Malone
we're in
are
a
really
lethal-
bad. So
we're in a
give
lethal
us one
situation.
person.
You've already killed one of our crew. Come on, don't kill 2.
Who says he's dead yet?
Oh, we're trying to save him.
You're still trying to save him, guys. Come on. Okay, so that's your turn. You get whacked by a stun button that does seemingly nothing. So the guy is like, ah, damn. Next in the line of fire is the guy with the sword. Oh, well, now without the sword. The centauri duelist anyway, who's in the arena. Who's like, hey, I'm gonna wrangle you back. You don't steal my sword in my show. And he's rolling his dice. So you roll yours.
Well, now I have unarmed or blade. guess it would
it's still
still be
unarmed
unarmed,
as long
right?
as you're wrangling.
That's fine.
Yeah, as long as you are in the grapple situation, it's unarmed.
Fuck yeah!
Why, yeah, but
Triple sixes!
triple sixes. You win by 6 points. Do you want to deal damage that goes through the armor? Do you want to do something
I
else,
want to
like
pick
throw
his
him?
fucking ass up, and I want to throw him against the other guards coming by. In fact, I want to twirl him like...
Since it's triple six, I'm gonna allow you to do that, and it looks awesome, and the crowd goes wild. Roar!
There we go.
Thus, entire wrestling was invented.
Somebody's been watching too much WWE.
Yes.
Right, okay, so that is the end of the Swordmaster's turn, ending up flying towards one of his comrades on this stage and crashing in like a little stone. Next on the agenda is the upstairs guards who are like, hey, that guy is trying to pass us with being clobbered, so more guards are making their way towards, but only the one remains in the immediate vicinity, and he decides, well, he needs to stop you. No one else is supposed to get into the arena. He already let you go. He's gonna die if one more gets through, so he's gonna try and wrangle you to stop. So he's gonna try unarmed attack.
Okay.
So your defense is unarmed unless you wanna shoot him in the face with something. No, you don't have an option. Your gun is not out. Okay, that looks bad for you.
Alright, it's just gonna be a melee roll for myself.
Yes,
But it'll be,
melee unarmed.
I don't have unarmed though, so what?
That's 0 then if you have any melee anywhere.
Right. So 9.
That's a 9, and that looks bad for you. He wins, and he decides to pin you against the ground with his victory.
I get a bunch of them are like dogpiling
Yeah.
on you.
Yep, pretty much. Now the downstairs guards are receiving the orders like, get him! And they are, as the one guy's like, gotcha! Wah! Poof! He receives a face full of hostile. Well, not hostile, friendly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the one guy who doesn't, it takes his baton out and charges into the mix. Let's see which one of you is closer. What?
I'm blocking. That was like my whole
Yeah, you're
intent.
blocking, but you can only block on one side at a time.
It's all good, brother.
So,
Roll them dice and let's find out.
which one of you wants to be the odds, and which one of you wants to be the evens? You are the odd guy. Well, that's a church, so doesn't count. Actually, it's a church. So you're both equally close. So he charges into the melee with the both of you next to next, and he realizes he's 2 men against 1, but the one is crouching, so clearly Malone is more dangerous, but at this point he's not attacking, he's just there to stop you from doing something. He just uses all the actions for moving, aka. Next one on the line is the guy raising the fallen swordmaster up, and himself as well. And then we go to you guys. So it's Doc, Malone, Count.
I'm just doing my medical thing for 1d6 minutes.
Ooh, that's 1d6 minutes. Is that first aid? 1d6 minutes?
I don't actually. Hold on one
I
second.
think first aid is like pretty much faster because
Fast, isn't
you
it?
need to do it. You need to do it before 1 minute time has allotted. So
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
something.
doing first aid. Yeah.
so your job at this point is to just keep that thing
Stabilize.
not dead,
Yep.
and not to heal anything, but just not to die.
Yep. Not dead 'em. Just close the wounds, cauterize where I need to cauterize.
He's probably gonna have to wear an eye
No,
patch.
no,
'cause
medic
that's-
check is 1d minutes, so you can hasten your medic check to I believe, a lesser time frame, like to a minute, by taking a -2 to it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So I will be rolling at a
Wait.
-1.
-4 if you want to make it 1d6 rounds.
This is all so bad. Come on, Dugar. Stay with us. Get him. Keep him alive, Doc. Just keep him alive.
Okay, so overall -3 with my med kit then.
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
You can do
I
it.
will try it. Yep,
You sure?
yep. Yep. Nope, not sure, but go ahead and do it anyway. 13
So roll me first
Holy
1d.
fuck! Sorry, language.
with the -3. It is in there.
Oh.
For 1d6 rounds. 3 rounds.
So you're stuck there 3 rounds for the check. To
Yep.
finalize whether or not it
Fucking
will be possible for you to save this poor soul's life.
But hey, I have my issues, but I'm a good doctor. Just don't
Is
let
he-
anybody stab me before then.
Is
Yep.
this a good thing or a bad thing? I can't tell because that's a really good roll.
It's a really good roll, but it's gonna take 3 rounds for it to take
Yep.
full effect. So I need to be protected for 3 rounds.
I got you, Doc. I won't let nothing touch you.
Alright. So, Malone, you're up.
There's one guy right in front of me, right?
Yep, right next to the doctor.
Oh, I'm gonna run forward and take a massive swipe at him.
Well, you have a sword. You have an opportunity to swipe. Go for it.
Alright, let's see. Combat. Weapon. I'm just gonna do the laser saw thing because it's pretty much the same. Nope, that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this the hard way. Sorry guys, it's my computer is really old and really cranky. All right. And what's normal damage for this?
You, my good sir, hit. The normal damage for a Kutari are... Landis, that's damage for Kutari. You should have it up. That's your sword! Almost. Well, your sword is in the arena, but...
Guitar, I think we had a standard blade.
You don't have that written up, do you? Do I need to dig it up? Damn it.
Yeah, hold on.
Stop making me dig up my own rules.
Yeah.
I think you never actually provided me the rules. It's just something we had.
It's just under
had.
weapons.
It
2D,
should be in the
3D6
Home
or
Depot,
something.
isn't it?
Yeah, should be. Hold on. Where's my-
Oh boy, guys, I did
Oh,
this
it's
the wrong
actually
way.
not in the Home Depot. So,
I think it's 4D6
that sounds logical. It should be.
because that's what I have under my original laser saw. You know, like the
No, that's a laser
bayonet.
saw. Kutari is much more low-tech.
Yeah, I think you were. I think.
Well, I mean, basically, it's just a bayonet at the end. I just called it a laser saw because it's cooler.
No,
boy,
fair enough,
guys.
fair enough. Let's check personal protection. Hatchet, knife, lance, long blade. Yeah, 4d6 sounds about right. Let's go with that.
4D6, and I had a +2, I think, for my. Oops.
No. It's a sorry. 3d plus 2.
3D6 +2. Got it.
Yep. Because you need a battle axe for the 4d damage, but 3d plus 2 because of quality.
There we go.
I think you didn't need the 4D.
Ready?
You rolled 17.
Ooh. Well, first 8 points goes to the guy's armor, but the rest make him block it with his blade, and it's not his blade, but his baton. The baton is half cut and it's right in front of his face. You can see the sweat drops climbing on his face as he's losing endurance by the second.
All right, anybody else want some? Just step right up. Come on.
Okay. Okay. Next is Count Cortas being bound down by a lowly security guard.
So I'm gonna try and. She's kind of got me in a jam there, so I'm gonna try and see if I can unwrap and do a reverse of some kind.
Okay, that's a wrangling roll.
Yeah.
You get a bane because you're.
He's got me down at the moment. Yeah.
Yep.
I rolled a 10. Thankfully,
You actually rolled. Yeah, that's a 6 and a 6. So look,
Yeah.
the bane does nothing.
Yep.
But unfortunately, the guy still wins.
Thank you.
He wins by 2.
you rolled.
He
Either
rolled a
you
10
rolled-
plus his skill.
Fair enough.
So, he keeps you up despite your wrangling and causes you 2 points of endurance damage straight to the arm.
So that's what? How much damage?
2 points.
Yeah.
That's it. Sorry, 2. Not 1. 2.
Two.
Right. Okay. That's your turn. Next, I believe, is the upstairs guards. This one is like, oh, this dude is wrangling, so he's wrangling more. Roll me your wrangling check.
Oh. Come on. I think you're really gonna win this one.
No, you actually won this one.
What?
You won by 1.
Okay, I'm not gonna complain.
So, what's your action? What you gonna do with this victory of yours?
I'm literally gonna do the reversal and literally just throw him off me.
Okay,
So I can
you
actually get off.
distance yourself from the grapple.
Yeah.
That works. That means you are just doing that in time before one of the guards comes whacking you with a baton. Because that's when the next guy enters during his round. So, but you get your full defense, so he misses.
Okay.
And next in the agenda, I do believe, is the downstairs guards. One being battered by the stabbing blade of of our dear friend, and he decides, okay, my blade is against your blade. He throws his blade and tries to stab back. So your melee blade is 2, right?
Yeah. It's, I'm pretty sure it's 2.
Okay, so that is a total of not enough to hit you. He misses. You parry his feeble blow. Meanwhile, the other arena guard, having resurfaced, takes running towards you. Oh, by the way, last session No, that wasn't his turn. No, what? I did forget last round the swordsmaster, who has gotten up and moved in the arena to pick up Landis' sword. And now, the one guard who was pulling him up is runs into the melee to provide a flank for his buddy against Malone. That just
Are they going to do that same thing that I did and jump from the top down to the bottom?
Nah. These guys are just positioning them so that they get boons against you when they attack you. But that's gonna have to wait for next round. And I do believe Doctor is next, and Doctor uses his second round of healing.
Round 2.
Round 2. Fight. And then it's Mr. Malone. Sorry, Colonel Malone.
Yeah, you get that right. Come on, Doc. Is he doing it right? You can do this. I believe in you. Come on.
quiet, zoned in on whatever I'm doing.
Eyes open, wide open, staring, stitching.
That's the stimulants. That's definitely the stimulants. Probably like a little big. You can see like the little veins in my eyes.
You're all bloodshot.
Yep.
There's a wee tremor in the hand.
It's fine.
Okay, next patient. Malone, what's he gonna do?
All right. We have half a dead dude in front of me, right?
Well, trained of his endurance, most likely.
Alright.
The hit didn't land, but
Yeah.
feel the weakness in his blows.
And is he my only target, or is there more coming?
There's one in front and one behind, so you got fire on both sides.
All right, I'm
Oh,
gonna
more
turn
like-
around then. I got you. Now let's finish off the guy in front of me. Let's take another massive swipe at him. Schwack.
Okay. Hold me your massive swipe. Get more than 9.
I'm gonna try. 9 exactly.
That misses.
Got it. He's
So
able to block it.
he managed to block you with his blade. The sparks fly between the two weapons as the battle continues.
Okay. And now I'm surrounded by both.
Yep,
That's
and
fine.
now it's Landers Cortas. You have a guy with a baton next to you. Other guy without the baton, but yeah, and more coming.
I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna try and put distance between me and the guy with the baton. There. The one that just tried to take a swipe at me.
Fair enough. He's gonna try and swipe you if you run, but that's the extent of it.
The way I would describe I'm doing this, just so I'm clear, is I'm guessing there's still a crowd,
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah, but the rules is if you disengage, they get a free swipe.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. No, that's fine. I'll be just as a disengage. There.
Okay. He hits you. Not by much, but let's see how the damage goes. The damage is soaked by your armor.
Okay. Fair enough.
So you can you use your move action to disengage from that.
Yeah.
You wanna end the arena or just flee?
I'm going to try and just see if I can have them chase after me, up and up her.
Okay, so you're gonna start running in the audience.
Yeah.
I do believe that's a nice segue for you to have your own encounter there with some athletics dexterity.
Yeah.
To dodge the crowd. But that's gonna have to wait for next round of
Yep.
issues. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, the swordmaster picks up the Kutari thrown by his challenger. Looks at it, feels his weight, and walks next to the doctor, the blade in hand.
Oh boy.
Next is the upstairs guards. And this is where we cue the Benny Hill music and have you guys roll dexterity athletics.
This is me just channeling my inner Scooby-Doo.
Channel it well, boy. Channel it well.
Yakety Sax. That's the name of that song.
Who's running? Who's rolling? Is
Oh,
everybody rolling
No,
dexterity?
just Landis.
I think he's going
Have
to catch me.
fun.
Unfortunately for you, the dice do dictate that you get pretty quickly surrounded by guards with no immediate way out. But luckily, they are distracted for at least this round of combat. that eats up your action as well. So you run around, and the upstairs guards do nothing but try and get you. But you get surrounded by them in the end. That's where the next round starts.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That was what the plan was. Is to just keep these 4 guys off the other 2.
Yep. Next order of issues is downstairs guards. These are surrounding poor Malone, and both of them decide to do a swipe at him. One with the stun button, one with the blade. Let's start with the blade guy.
Parry.
The blade guy is hitting you.
Even with the parry?
Even with the parry, yes. 8 plus 7 plus 6, so that's 13 plus 6, so 19 points of damage with the blade.
Holy moly.
At least there's no armor piercing in this one.
19 minus 8, that's 11. 11. That's probably gonna take me down, or at least cause massive damage. Right? So hang on.
Yep.
6.
It's gonna take you down somewhere.
What's 13 minus 5?
13 minus
8.
5, 8.
All right, so I'm gonna drop this down to 0, and that leaves 3 damage. Gonna put that on my dexterity.
Fair enough. Next is the other guy from the other side. He misses like a bastard. The stun button goes wide over your head.
Good, because my endurance is at 0.
Doc, third round. You finish your stitching. There's no way to know whether it worked or not, but there's still circulation of the blood. But the damage was always in the brain tissue anyway. If he's a vegetable, he's a vegetable, but at least he's functioning as good as you can make it.
Okay. I just sit there on my knees, just like looking at the blood on my hands. No blood is what? Green? Red? Black? I don't know. I'm just looking at it.
It's purple.
Okay, purple. Then I'm looking at a bunch of purple blood on my hands.
I do believe
I think it might
non-blood is
be.
It's red.
red.
It's red? It's red? Okay. Then just
Probably.
looking at
Yeah, probably.
a bunch of red blood on my hands. Staring.
You've got me and Wooster double checking this now.
I actually need to check this because I do remember it being red, but I might be.
I'm sure it was red.
Yep,
Usually
there
they
you go.
mention.
Middle of the game.
Yeah, it's red. It's red. Now I remember. There's one guy who pulls the sword through his hand, and it's red blood. So yeah, they use iron in their blood as well as humans. Right. These are no Vulcans. So, yep, you are bathed in red blood, or at least your hands are. Some of your chest is. Next is Colonel Malone.
Oh, that hurt.
There's a stab wound in your belly. That hurts like a bastard.
All right, so one in front of me that's 0 endurance, and one behind me that's
Full hit points.
best thing to do is take out one at a time. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Smash. Can I do an aim and
No,
a
not with a
swipe?
melee weapon.
All right. Screw
Only guns get aim for some reason.
Yeah, no worries. That's
I-
what
I-
it is.
I would dispute that as a practitioner of martial arts.
Well, okay, fine. Fine, you get
I'm
aim.
joking.
You get aim.
And then I'm just saying in real life you would still aim.
It's all right, guys.
Yeah, but the
It's all
aim
right.
bonuses you get only for stable aim.
No worries.
Yeah.
We're fine. We're
Okay.
fine.
Ah, get the +1. It adds to the fun.
All right. Roll +1.
Yeah, what are you aiming for?
9 again. Not helping.
That is not enough. You have the +1 in that?
No.
Then it hits.
Wait. No, I'm going to be honest. It has a +1 in there. Yes, it did.
Okay. It has your strength modifier too?
No, I just clicked on the buddy on the thing and see what it says. It says 2d6 plus 4 plus 1.
Yeah,
That
okay,
looks
so
like
it does
a-
have it.
Yeah.
So no, unfortunately, you are unable to hit the guy. Too bad. Next order of business is Mr. Cortas, surrounded by 3 guards. Sorry, Count Cortas. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
There's 3 guards now. They are multiplying.
Yeah. VM by Tosis, I'm assuming. I'm just gonna look at them and I'm just going, gentlemen, surely there's another way we can resolve this if I come to some barbarity.
Okay, that's a persuasion roll. Are you invoking money?
As I'm saying that, I am like kind of flicking like a coin.
Yeah, so
between the
you're
fingers.
trying to buy them out.
Yeah.
Okay, how much money are you tossing out from your pockets?
I'll probably wait to see what they say first.
Oh, no. If you want this to work, you're pretty sure you have to dole out money, and the amount of money you dole out gives you a bonus to the roll.
Right.
So 100 credits gives you a plus. 100 to guards gives you a +1. 1,000 gives you a +2. 10,000 gives you an automatic success.
I'm gonna I'm gonna pull out a couple of
Well,
Just
let's call them
here's-
credits because you don't want to
Yeah.
do the math. So
yeah, but just like clarification. Yeah, so credits. I'm just gonna pull out 3 credits.
3,
Free credit sticks. I mean, sorry.
6 credits.
No, sorry. You know how they all carry these kind of credit sticks? You know, like the kind
Yep.
of small wafers, and that carries all their entire wallet.
Oh yeah. Those sorts of things.
Yeah.
But
So
you
I'm-
do use hard currency in Centauri space.
Right. I'm pulling
As
out
well.
pouch. Right.
So you
So,
pull
hold
out gold coins, and is that like 100 credits worth, or 1,000 credits worth, or 10,000 credits worth?
I'm probably gonna pull like 1,000 credits worth.
So that's a +2 to your persuade roll to leave them alone. I'll leave you alone, more likely.
9, then the +2. There.
Yep. They're like money, and diving in to gather it from the ground, leaving you with a move action.
I'm gonna move away from them towards the arena.
Okay, you get to the edge of the arena, and next round you can jump in.
I'm gonna regret this. This is probably.
Well,
this is
actually,
pretty much-
let's make it so that you were on the edge of the arena, so you can jump in if you want. You can make the action to be this round.
Yeah, I'll jump in.
Roll me dexterity.
Mm,
Let's see how much damage you take.
5.
You take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Choose the attribute. Go with it.
Just trying to remember what. Okay. Okay, done.
Hey, interesting.
Just clarifying, the melee is generally dexterity based, isn't it?
What?
Melee for blades generally dexterity based, isn't it?
It's either strength or dexterity. You get the pick.
Okay.
It's you can choose the style. Only strength adds to the damage, though. So
Okay.
strength and dexterity add to the hit, and if you hit more than the target number, you get the bonus to damage.
Yeah.
So strength gets a double damage because it also added to the damage roll and to the hit value. So that's the bonus of having high strength opposed to high dexterity. But yes.
Okay.
Yes, the melee is the thick of things. There's the swordsmaster who looks at the doctor who is healing the patient in front of him. and looks at this at the big man with the sword being surrounded by two and barely making it. And
Looking
he's
at
like,
panic on my face.
let's see. How cool is he? If it's a 1, he's gonna stab the 1. If it's a 6, he walks away. If it's anything else, he will join the melee with he will join a melee and fight someone. Score, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2. So the uninteresting option. He decides to leave the doctor alone and go stab Malone.
I would absolutely love to parry here. I need a parry.
You do parry. You manage to somehow miraculously parry his blade thrust that comes out. You're pretty sure it was just the backhand of you doing a swing, bringing it back around, accidentally managing to ding! Oh. But it happens. He doesn't hit. And next round, it's the upstairs guards gathering money. Money from the floor. The downstairs guards, on the other hand, they are ganging up on Malone. First is the one with the blade.
Parry.
And
Parry everything.
you parry. Second.
I'm fighting for my life here, Doc. Hurry up. I can't hold them much longer.
The stun button, though, hits. But
0
we will
endurance.
see if the damage goes above your armor. Because if it stays under the armor, you're fine. But if it goes 1 point over, you're done.
All right.
That's a 6 to start with. That's the first die. Just the first die. He has a
good.
+2 of strength. And that's a second 6. You are down. Malone sparkles and falls down on the ground, unconscious. Next in the line of fire is Doctor.
Oh, my turn?
Yes.
Well, being that the doctor has no weapons, no armor.
You have the 8 armor that everybody has.
I didn't wear it.
Oh, okay.
That's how much you guys noticed. This is nothing but like dirt around me. There's dirt. Is it dirt?
That's sand. Yes.
Okay. Malone is stunned on the ground.
Yep. You could stab him with the stim pack.
Who,
You could
Malone?
just give up.
Yes.
What? What would that do?
I mean, it'll give you
Endurance.
endurance and really no negative side effects because this is the first time you've used it.
But begins of opiate dependency.
Nah, that's only one first time. I'm the one with the problem, and we know I have plenty of stim packs. So yeah, I'll run over and
Oh boy.
Malone.
And
Oh,
he's
boy.
there right next to you on the ground.
Oh, okay. And
He came next to you to defend you, and these guys came in the melee around you. So you stab a stim back, put it in Malone, and Malone gets 4 points of endurance and is up like a
Oh
bastard.
boy. Like a boss.
Yep, but you're on the ground to start your turn.
Sure.
then I just sit down on the ground.
next in the order of business is Landers Cortas. Oh, wait, actually, Malone, you are right next. You are up next. You are right behind Doctor as you receive your dose of stims. So, you're there. Your hands are bare. You drop the blade. You are lying on the ground. You feel this electric afterburn. You dozed out. You don't know for how long, but you see up above 2 hostile figures that you immediately recognize.
Stand up.
Or do you want to just grab one by the ankles and pull him?
Oh yeah, I eventually want to grapple one of them.
Actually, there's 3 people above you.
Oh boy. Yeah, let's get the most dangerous one, the one with the sword, and actually try to grapple him and try to knock him prone as well, or do something with him.
The guard or the swordsmaster?
Swordmaster.
Okay.
Swordmaster is dangerous.
Okay, roll me your wrangling check.
Unarmed.
Yes.
13.
You win by 6.
Ouch.
Ooh.
He didn't see that one coming. So yeah. What would you like to do with your 6? Do you want to deal damage? Do you want to topple him over? Do you want to do something utterly different?
The 6 damage that goes through bypassed through his armor, right?
Yep.
That doesn't get stopped.
Yeah, that's a house rule. Wrangling goes through armor every time.
Yeah, let's yank him really hard and have him crack his head on the ground.
That's 6 points of damage straight through the armor. That's gotta sting, baby. Oh, you get that your strength.
Oh, so +2 then.
8 points of damage. This guy doesn't have endurance left at all, and it goes to the other stats as well.
And can I take my minor action then to stand up?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Doc. Exactly what I needed.
Next patient is Landers Cortas. Your quarry has been grounded.
I'm gonna take another pouch of ducats out of another pocket, just kind of untie it and toss it straight at the head of one of the guards.
How much?
It's 1,000 ducats.
Another tactical 1,000 ducats. Another credits of ducats.
Yeah.
So yes,
You're
I do
literally
suppose
just
that's a
throwing money at
persuasion
him?
roll to distract them. These are a bit more distracted because they're actually dangerous situation. There's a guy who just fell down. That guy, but so you get a what's the word? Pain on it.
Okay.
So persuasion roll +2 for the amount of ducats and a pain for the melee.
I just love. I throw that at the guy's head, but it's still a persuasion roll.
You're supposed to do damage with that, or is it the persuasion roll?
Well, the way I'm looking at it is it's kind of like twofold, because I'm going to use it to let you hit the guy, but with me untying it, the ducats are going to spread.
Yeah, because the ducats are going to spread. The damage is going to be minimal. The guy is wearing armor.
Okay.
So it's not going to be an attack if you untie it. But if you keep it tied, then you can use it for damage, because that's some heavy shit.
No. I want the ducats to spread because I want the audience to see it. Okay. It's just so we're on the same page of what.
Carry on.
10. Plus the 2, but then a 3. Nope, the pain doesn't change anything.
Yes, it does. It gives you a -2 to the final roll.
Oh, of course.
Because there is a 5 that turns into
Yeah.
3. So that means
10.
you get a total of 10.
Uh-huh.
Which is enough to distract these thugs.
Nice.
They are
Very
like,
nice.
what? Money? Yeah. Okay.
You learned that trick from NZ. Oh, I can't remember that game. Forget it.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I've just learned it from Wooster's way of solving problems and
Throw money at it.
just throw money at it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're learning all the right lessons from Sir Worcester Redwood.
Yeah.
Okay, so next in the order of business, I do believe it's the swordmaster who's on the ground. A bit dizzy, but his pride has been hurt, and he rises up with vengeance burning in his eyes. He looks at Malone, ignoring all the gold, and swipes with the sword. Well, more like slashes.
Gonna try to parry with my hands. Move it off to the side.
You actually can if you have unarmed. You
Which
have
I do.
unarmed too. So
2.
your parry rating, he needs to get a 11 to hit you. Your defense rating, no wait, 8 normally plus 2, yeah, 10. He needs a 10 to hit you. He starts off with a 6
Wait.
and another 6.
That's not good.
So he rolled the maximum possible. That means he hits you. He hits you
Swipe.
good. And
Hits
here's
me
the damage roll.
I'm going down, folks.
1.
4, 6,
Fuck.
and 1.
Ooh, 11.
Then you get a plus
Oh.
2
7.
from the strength.
9.
No, sorry, plus 1 from the strength. This guy wasn't as strong as the other guns. Plus 1 from the strength. And because he hit you so well, he gets an additional 5.
Additional 5. What? Alright.
So it was 11, 12, 17.
17 minus 8 is 11. I'm still down. I'm super down. In fact, I may be dead. In fact, I'm pretty sure well, not fully dead, but let's see.
What? You're zeroing all your stats?
Yeah, you only gave. Yeah, I mean, my dexterity is at -3 right now. I was at a 2, so that makes it a.
Oh God.
I'm down to. All right, so let's see here. Hang on.
4 points of endurance to stop. So you only need to take 7 more points of damage. Oh,
All right, so hang on.
no wait. 17 minus 8, 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. That's 5 from that, 4 from that, 2. Okay, so I have 0 endurance, 0 dexterity, and -2 on strength.
So you
2 of
are
my-
down.
2 Yeah, I am down.
Down again. From stabbing wounds. Okay. Next in the order of business is upstairs guards, gathering money. Downstairs guards, gathering money. Doctor.
Seeing Malone go down, I
More
commence
stems?
first aid. I commence first aid. No more stems. I thought he was doing better than I thought, so yes, I commence first aid. So I'll roll my medic check, and then we'll see how long it takes.
Landis Cortas.
What you said, -4 last time, right?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, -4 to make it 1d3 rounds. 1d6 rounds, sorry.
Okay. Ooh, you get 1 point back.
That's 3 points back, actually, because the dug up and saved.
Oh, 8. 8, that's right. 3 points back.
But how many rounds does it take?
1. The only good time to roll a 1.
But yeah, he regains 3 points in a stat of his choosing. At the end of your round, actually. So you gain 3 points back now.
Yep.
If you take back the dexterity, you gain consciousness. But you now have wounds in all 3 categories.
You're gonna need surgery.
You're muted. Carlos, you're muted.
What about bringing it back in endurance?
You need
No.
one strength or dexterity to be more both dexterity and strength both need to be above 0 for you to regain consciousness.
All right. So I take 3 back in endurance and dexterity.
You can
Got it.
actually divvy up the 3 points however you like.
It's cool. I'll take it in the dexterity.
You have strength damage, right?
Yeah, I got a lot of strength still. Tons of. I still have 10 strength left.
Okay. So you take dexterity back. All of it.
I thought it was 3.
Yep. 3 points. All 3 points of it. So yeah, you regain consciousness again. And it's your round. It's your turn.
You can't take me down that easily.
Yes, he can.
I think the centauri swordsman is like just rolling his eyes at this point. He just goes, "Just stay down."
All right, so I still have a blade still on the ground. Is it a free action to grab the blade that was originally on the
No,
ground?
that's a minor action to take that.
All right. Can I swipe at him from underneath? Can I grab it and then
You can stab at him, but you get a bane for being grounded. That's it.
for being grounded? Yeah.
Grown.
Shit. No, I'm going to. I'm thinking my best bet here is.
Is actually to grapple and disarm him.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's my best bet. Let's do the same thing again. I'm gonna try to kick his
Still a
legs
bane,
from
though.
underneath them.
This time he's expecting it.
Screw it. It's baned all the way. I'm gonna grab my sword and just stab him from underneath. Crotch stabbing. Here we go. Hey, that hits. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Even with the bane.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Because the bane takes your 4 down to 2.
Yeah,
That's
it
an
does.
8. He has parry. He has a lot of parry.
Yeah, he does.
He's an arena swordsman. Had that been a wrangle roll, it might have succeeded, but not this time.
All right.
Parries easily, sidestepping your blade, almost laughing. But he's too angry to laugh. And next is Landers Cortas. Finally. This is why your healer is the first one after the enemies.
I'm going to slowly walk up to Malone, take the guitar out of his hands, and stand between Malone and the doctor against the swordsman.
Okay.
I would say that's a minor action.
That's 2 minor actions actually.
Yeah,
You
the
move
and
and you. Well, actually you
No,
do
yeah.
get free movement, but yeah. Bill just allow you to interpose yourself between the swordsman and that.
I'll
And
probably
we'll
just,
move you into a new initiative because this is a Kotari duel now.
Yeah.
Not some general melee slap first. No, this is a proper duel now.
You have one more minor action then.
No, it starts a new initiative. You
Isn't
guys
it
are
3
out of this initiative unless you want to butt into the...
I mean, all I want to do is start to like.
No.
drag-
Let's do this one-on-one. Hey, he's gonna do
I wanna try to-
one-on-one fight against this guy. Come on.
No, I'm trying to grab Dugar and tell Malone to come on so I can start, patching him up on the side of the, patching up Malone on the side of the arena while I monitor Dugar's.
And you already patched him up.
I know, but flavor-wise, you still would be doing that as a doctor.
Fine.
Goddamn.
The field
I got
dressing
it.
still needs to be applied. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll crawl backwards while he's dragging me. And I'll use my legs to help assist with the kick because I'm pretty freaking weak right now.
Okay.
Thanks, Doc. I held him
So-
off as long as I could.
So
Appreciate it,
that's
appreciate it.
initiative time, baby.
This can only go well.
This shit's getting really good.
Uh, 5?
You lose.
Yeah.
But not by much. It's actually like he rolled a raw one plus his dexterity.
Fuck.
So yeah, it's like the two of you stare at each other.
Yeah.
You are actually holding each other's blades.
Yeah.
He was Malone was wearing his kutari and he was wielding your kutari. So you two are both on unfamiliar blades. So because this is a kutari duel and you're wielding someone else's kutari, you'll both get banes in this one.
Okay.
Just for the fun sake of it. And the battle begins. We'll do it this way. You both roll at the same time.
Yep.
And because he is ahead in this initiative, he gets a +1.
Okay.
Next round we roll initiative again.
Yep.
And the winner gets the extra
Bonus.
initiative, the extra in the initiative into his attack.
Yep, sure.
Sound fair?
Yep, that sounds
That's
fair.
interesting. That's interesting. I like it. Good luck, Landis. You get through it.
Believe in you.
So,
Patch.
he has rolled.
My roll is 8.
He wins by 4.
Oh God.
So he swings his sword
Yep.
and deals you 4 points of damage with a precise stab to an exposed part. And because this is a Kutari duel, neither of you gets a bonus of an armor, but you also don't deal the full damage of the blade either. You just deal the bonus damage from the extra from the hit.
Alright.
I should have probably mentioned this, but
No, that's fine. Alright.
just
That's-
ripping off the grappling rules here, but this is more interesting this way, so it's not like
Yeah.
one stab and you're done.
Okay, this is going to be like the death of 1,000 cuts situation
Yes.
here.
Okay, initiative time again.
Seven.
He wins by 4.
Fucking hell.
He gets a +4 to his roll.
Alright. I really need to just win this. 8. I don't think I'm. No.
You get 4 points of damage.
Yeah, it's no matter which way I do this, I'm either gonna be out. I've used up all my strength in that last attack. I'm either gonna use up all my endurance, or I'm gonna go into 3 columns.
Yeah. If you use your endurance, you don't go unconscious though.
Ah, right, of course.
If you run out of dexterity or strength, then you run out of. You need to run out of 2 categories to go out. It's
Yeah.
endurance and one of the others.
Yeah, because because at the moment I'm down. I've got no strength left. My dexterity is at full. Because there's something about if all 3 take damage.
It's
But-
harder to heal, but you don't die necessarily.
Right. Okay. So in this case, it's better for me to actually take the hit to the.
Endurance, I'd say.
Well,
I'd say endurance only because you still need your dexterity to hit and for initiative. That's
because
the only thing I'm thinking about.
because my issue is my endurance is I'm down to that for negate all my endurance also.
So take all the endurance and then take some to your dexterity.
No, there's nothing left.
Oh, your strength is 0.
My strength's at 0 from the first hit.
Okay,
Yes.
so right.
What if I agree to heal both combatants and make them guard it again?
If you interfere in the duel, it breaks the system, and you get stabbed by 2 people. Oops. Nah, just kidding.
Okay, I'll just watch.
You're dressing up a Malone. You're doing that.
Okay. Damn. It's just a question: do I survive this one?
Yep. Are you done putting up your points?
Yep. And that stuff again.
Initiative time. You gotta be kidding me.
Tess.
You win.
Kick his ass, Landis.
You get 5 points of extra. You win by 5.
I think I'm needing it. My melee. 8 plus the 5, 13.
You hit. You deal
Mhm.
7 points of damage. That means this guy is as bloodied as you are. He's barely standing still. Actually, no, wait. He was out of endurance last time.
Yep, he was out
Malone.
alone. Yep.
He's down. You managed to stab him just in the way to put him down on the ground. Going like. Face first in the sand. And that's when you notice that there's more guards coming out of the gates. You have dressed up the wounded as the best you can, but you're simply being overwhelmed. Stay on for the thrilling conclusion after these messages. We'll be back in 10 minutes, so at 25 past. See you soon, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy yourselves.
Bye.
Ah! We're back. Just as planned. So, the screen opens up. The 3 patched up heroes and 1 patched up Dujar on a table lying there. A guard behind each of the chained adventurers, and 1 very not displeased but very confused centauri with a high mane and the family crest of the house Shadow on his chest, looking at you 3. His eyes wandering from one to another. To you humans and the Centauri count, nonetheless, barging into a fighting pit to save a narn? Well, I couldn't have come up with a better plot for a fight in the arena if I wanted. Too bad I can't allow this to stand. People entering my arena without permission. What would come of it if every Tom, Dick and Harry would jump in? No. But what do I do with you 3? I need to set an example. But you did come for the narn. Well, everything can be swiped off with, yes, it went as planned, and no one of importance died. So, what do you want? And he most specifically looks at the esteemed Count, waiting for an answer.
The person who sold the narn to you didn't have the right to sell them.
Inconsequential. We are at war with the narn. Every narn is a prisoner of war. Every prisoner of war is a slave. Every slave is on the sale.
Yeah, but he's our slave.
Not anymore. He was sold to me fair and square. I have the paperwork to prove it. Do you?
And the person that you supposedly bought it from was meant to be me.
Was it?
You do not have my you do not have any proof that you bought them from me.
No, I don't. Your name is nowhere on my files. You're just some random count who decided to barge into my lawful establishment on Beta 2 and make a ruckus and stab one of my best gladiators in my ring. Lucky for you, he is going to make a full recovery. So I might not ask for compensation. But I will. I most likely will. Now, if you want to get out of this establishment in any sort of walking order, I will require compensation for the injuries sustained by my fighter. Well, he glances at Dujar, like this. He wasn't supposed to get hurt this bad. But now he had to turn his head to look at your show on the road. And miss his dodge. Now, we'll have to see if the poor sap can even fight another day. So, if you want him so bad, why don't you buy him? I'll charge a fair price for a good fighter, 50,000 ducats, and another 50,000 ducats for hurting my swordmaster. And then we can forget this whole ordeal.
Done. Now get these chains off me.
I think I'm going to keep you free, but I'll keep these friends of yours here. You are more than able to get back to me. Once the money is in my account, the rest of them can leave. And if you try something, the local duke is my patron. Hopefully I do make myself clear. And the chains are taken off of the esteemed count.
You'll have your money soon enough.
I doubt it, but I'll take as soon as possible.
Jado, if you harm a hair on any of these people, I don't give a damn who your patron is.
Yes, I'm sure you won't. Not like I need to do any of that. They seem to be plenty harmed already. And he goes ahead and plucks a hair out of Malone's head.
Is it Malone bald?
Yeah.
No, there's facial hair.
Okay. Is it?
I'm a bit concerned where the hair's coming from now. No.
No, no.
Where's he pulling from?
He has,
Sir.
yeah.
Right here. Right here.
Yeah, okay.
Pop.
Pop
Tons
here.
of it.
He just grabs a huge. It's not just one single hair. He grabs an entire bunch.
Fair enough, fair enough. So, what do you do? This door that opens. And a guard points towards it.
I'm gonna walk towards the door.
Yes, you find yourself soon enough limping in the public, your wounds aching, things blurry. But yes, you
Are we all
are
free?
on the station proper.
No, at the moment.
Are we all of us or just Landis?
Just him.
It's just me.
Just Landis on his own in the streets of the Beta 2 high ports.
So I'm gonna slowly but surely make my way to the Jacaranda.
Yeah, you do. The moment you reach it, there's the first one to see you is Lanon, who immediately takes steps forward to hold you upright. Sir, are you all right?
Yes. Oh, maybe not. We found him, but he's greatly injured, and we interfered in a pit fight, and the esteemed owner of the establishment is not happy about that. He's for him to forgive the intrusion. He is wanting money. and then he'll release the rest.
Well, sir, do you want me to go and kill them?
It's tempting, but he can't get away with running. He didn't care that who he was buying slaves from. So he's got higher ups protecting them.
Centauri.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get some money from the safe. I'm gonna... Just out of curiosity, where he said transfer it to that account, so did he actually give me account detail?
No, he did not.
Okay.
He's probably expecting it in cold cash,
Yeah.
since you seem to be having a lot of it.
That's what I'm clarifying. So I'm gonna go to the safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I remember correctly, the way I described it from last episode is I put a good chunk of the ducats, to pay off the help pay off the loans, but we kept a third of it there. From memory, that would
There's more than enough, yes.
Yeah, there is more than enough from memory there without me having to do that. So I'm going to take the requisite amount and I'm just going to go. Just like the entire process of just getting the money and putting it into the case or whatever. I'm going. It pains me to say this, but I'm gonna need you to come with me and carry this.
Of course, sir. What are warriors for if not protecting the weak?
Well, you can talk to Malone and ask him what I was doing then in the pit.
Of course. He takes the case and holds it. Would you like me to carry you as well, sir?
Oh, I think I'm fine. I can do it myself. You can just ignore the pain and the shrieks of
You
agony.
could always take a painkiller, sir.
Yeah, and don't know any thoughts I may have. No, thank you.
Yes, sir. And you assumably return towards the fighting bit. Well, you are escorted into an office where these two are bound and by this point gagged. Don't know why, because they've been quiet, but somebody doesn't want to take chances at this point. Lannon looks at them, holds his eyes, but doesn't say anything. Just allows you to take the money, does with the money as you tell him to. Jadot looks at you. Well, is that it?
I said I would get you the money.
Well, if I'd known you had him in Bari, I might have offered to buy him off of you. In fact, he's
Not for sale.
not too bad. Maybe we'll have to discuss it another day. The money?
I'm just gonna look at Lennon and just go and nod my head towards the table.
Lennon shrugs, goes to the table, slaps the case on it. Like he didn't care one bit. And then alright, I suppose I do need to open it and... Your money The centauri looks at it. Seems to measure the amount of ducats in there and nods. Close enough. Let them go. And the chains are unbound from the two humans. You may take the narn as well, since you did buy him. But I don't know what good he's going to be. Enjoy your purchase. And get that trash out of my office.
And I just look at him and go, time to get away from this scum.
Lennon goes to pick up Dujar, since he seems to be the only one of you in full health. Grabbing him on both hands and carrying him out. Muted, Carlos?
Come on, Doc, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't like the company here.
I walk out. All
You
sad.
make it back to Jacaranda in, well, mostly one piece.
All right. I tell Landis, Malone, and tell Anand to bring Dugar all to the med bay because all of you need. Yep. All of
Yeah,
you need
we're
to
all
be tended
hurt.
to.
Oh, god darn, Doc. We're so glad to have you here. We'll break it. You fix it.
I'll try. So that is 3 rolls.
And you already at the edge of your stims.
Oh God.
You doing all right, Doc?
I'm just throwing out that you know what? It's a bad decision. So I will take. This is my. So okay, so this will be 4 points of damage to a stat, but I will take another step.
Doc, are you sure?
I would definitely not take this in front of you. I was like, yeah, I'm fine, and like go behind the curtain.
You just hear the yeah.
I come out looking a little bit more peppier. I'm like, all right, let's take care of you guys.
Yep, your penalties for lack of sleep are gone. And you can operate. I do believe the medical check for surgery was 1d6 hours.
Yep. So I'll do a medical check
Which one?
for
Dugar.
Dugar first. So I get a +3 for my med bay, right?
I do believe the med bay gave you +2.
+2? Okay. That was +3 last time. All right. It's
I
still.
might remember wrong.
I would just do +2. It should be fine. Yeah, that's a 19. So that's 9 points back to him. Does that fill up one of his stats? In 1d6 hours.
Well, not fully fill, but no, actually
1 hour.
One of his stats, yes.
Okay, so that means he can take natural healing as long as one of his stats got put back to full.
Yeah.
He can do natural healing +7 for the however many days he needs.
Yep.
So that only took me 1 hour. Because I rolled a 1.
Oof.
Nice. That was quick.
That's good, right?
Yes, the only time it was good to roll a 1. For me. So next.
Yeah, well, it was pretty quick to locate what was the issue.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
it was the stab in the eye.
Yeah, that probably
Yes.
was it. Yeah.
Yeah, the massive hole in the head, yeah.
Malone's the next hurt. So let's see how well I do. That is a 12. Rolled.
Oh.
Malone has 4
That's
points.
That's 4 points. Does that take you completely full in at least one stat?
It actually does on my dex.
Okay.
Good.
So that means that you get 7 points a day for basically a continued for bed rest, because everybody's on fucking bed rest. So you get 7 points a day until you guys are on the mend. And that took me 6 hours for that guy.
Because Malone went up and down and up and down and up and
Exactly.
down.
It was a lot. Okay. And then finally for
Malone is a jack in a box.
I'm a yo-yo.
Yes, yo. That's a good one.
for Landis, you get 20, so you means you get 12 points. No. Yeah, 12 points.
So 1 point.
So that should top you off on something.
You said that probably
I'm
tops you off with
literally,
everything.
everything's back up apart from like what it's just 1 point.
Okay, so you'll be okay tomorrow. And that took 6 hours too, apparently. Apparently my 2 shipmates are fucking something, but everybody's whatever.
Yeah, you are. Well, that takes you 13 hours of non-stop surgery. Well,
Yep.
almost. There's a couple of stops. And you are pretty much confined in the med bay for the duration. The ship stays put.
And after that, I'll go into my room knowing that I have probably extended myself to the maximum right now, and I will probably curl up into a ball.
Just a small notation here.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to give them the care while you are sleeping?
Minner,
Rihanna.
There's nobody who's medically appropriate. Well, actually,
The Pakara.
I could help.
Well, Malone is the only person with medic. Because technically, Landis will be okay the following day. So
It's all right, Doc. You rest up. I got the rest. I'll take care of me, and I'll take care of Dugar. Don't worry about it. You did
well,
good.
no, you can't do anything to get the healing. Let me read on surgery again.
We'll just take a couple days rest. That's all we'll need.
God damn it. Okay, you know what? Hold on, let me. Because I honestly know that I'm going to just. I'm not going to surgery because I'm not going to admit this. That's a good question. Is because I'm taking stems, it's not actual like physical damage, and if it's affecting more than 3 stats, is that something that requires surgery after the fact? Then I'll just take the -3 to a stat. Then after this is all said and done.
Wait. Hang on. I mean, the only thing that's wrong with me now is endurance.
Well, no, the thing is that somebody has to medically take care of you. Well, no, I don't actually think anybody has to take care of them because it's natural healing. They just have to stay on bed rest. They can't do anything else.
Yeah, we're all of us are
I'm
gonna
being
take
the
a week
devil's
off.
advocate and asking whether or not the doctor will trust that they have no complications afterwards while you sleep.
Are you telling me you're going to give people complications? Is that what you're alluding to?
Do you trust him not to
Oh
have
God!
complications or try to roll for him? That's what he's asking.
You know,
I'm just asking because he's supposed to be awake. He's supposed to be taking care of all these guys. And if you go
know
to
what?
sleep now,
You know what?
What's gonna
Fine,
happen?
Rooster. Fine. Fine.
Don't. Why are you pushing him, man?
My character is going into a dark depression, but you know what?
No.
well, I'm just asking for clarification. What is your character's action? He can go to sleep. I'm not saying he
Just
can't.
go to bed, dude.
But
Just
there's
go to
this
bed,
whisper
Doc.
in his head. Who's gonna take care of them if I sleep?
Nope. He is not going to sleep. He has not slept for almost a week. It's fine.
Miyano, listen. Miyano, watch
You-
over us.
well,
if
you
there's
don't-
anything wrong, she'll wake you up. Doc.
You don't know this is happening. You're probably been. I've knocked you out for surgery. You're because both y'all went on a 6-hour surgery, so you guys are unconscious. There's no way you stayed awake for 6 hours of surgery. So yes, I stay awake, Rooster. You let me know when I have to take my 5 points of damage. And then, wait a minute. Okay, that will not put me at completely 0 on my deck on 2 things. So yes, go for it. Oh, actually, will it? I think it will. Actually, I think if I take 5 points of damage, my strength is at 0, my endurance is at 0. So I will probably just pass out wherever the hell I am at.
Yeah. You stay awake to monitor the recuperation of these people. After the surgery, you feel tired because it's been a hard day. For a few hours, you manage to observe them, but then you just have to take the stim to stay awake. You take the stim and collapse on the med-bay floor.
Yep. Because this to make sure the way you have to do damage is you have to. If I decide to do strength, I have to keep it in strength until strength is zeroed out. Yep. So yeah, that would put me at one, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 points left in my dex. I'm unconscious, and now I have to make endurance checks to see if I wake up. That's the rules. I have to make endurance checks to see if I come to consciousness, or you guys get me to a doctor.
Yep.
We need a doctor for the doctor. Okay.
Yep.
So the first one to wake up is you guys make endurance checks. Let's see how long it takes for you to notice there's an unconscious doctor on your medbay.
That sucks for me.
I'm missing one from Landers. Endurance checks, please.
Hold on. Sorry. 7.
So, Landers actually wakes up like within an hour of the incident. The drugs are wearing off. You are in the you have the what are the things, the little pipes?
IVs.
IVs.
IV.
Yes. IV tubes.
Intravenous.
You get another chance in a minute, Carlos, but it is at a DM +1 since you failed last time.
It's all good. It's all good.
Seems like the doctor has passed out on the floor and is sleeping there soundly, with his syringe in hand.
Tyler.
They say,
Swinging my legs off the table. I'm moving up to the doctor. Oh, it's like shaking them. Doctor.
there's no response.
I'm going to start doing this. I'm sure Landis has seen this on Earth entertainment shows where unconscious people just seem to get slapped awake. They're that.
It's also a centauri.
Slap him harder. Slap him harder.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. No response.
No response.
I would imagine that my breath is like really shallow just due to the damage the stem's been doing going through my body.
Malone.
Also unresponsive. There's like the steady beep, 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 beep.
I'm just gonna hit my comm patch and I'm gonna go, can I get someone to the med bay? Looks like the doctor's passed out.
Well, Miana opens the door, walking in. What seems to be oh dear. I am going to call the medical facility here. Yes?
Yes. But let's get him onto the table first.
Yes, of course. Fear, call the station medicals. We need a doctor. No, the doctor is down. We need doctor. Why am I speaking Russian accent? Come on. I forgot the Miana's accent. You interact too little with him, with her.
Please tell me, I mean, it's been, what, 12, 13 hours? Please let us know we're at least far away from Botane.
No, you are in Beta 2.
Okay.
Nobody gave orders to leave.
Oh, God.
Because the captain was unconscious. No, not really. You weren't unconscious.
Captain was barely conscious.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you are, both of you, you lift him up the bed. And he seems really bad. Now that you compare him, he seems a lot paler than you remember him being. And the breath is so shallow, so very shallow. And what do? You wait for the doctor from the station. Well, they're not that well versed with human physiology, but they do have access to Wikipedia.
And hopefully no one's ruined it.
They managed to read the right articles, at least it seems so. And the doctor regains consciousness in about 8 hours after the surgery. Meanwhile, Malone has gained consciousness.
What was the points from the surgery?
You get enough to go one more than what your damage to dexterity is.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, who's this guy?
Yeah, somebody speaking in some very thick centauri accent, a dialect that you can't pick up. It's like, I have never treated human like this. This is addiction problem. Somebody has been taking too much of harmful medicine.
Wait, the doc has been stimming himself?
You don't understand that. The centauri does. You have no idea, but Landis is understanding, and possibly Miana. I would recommend keeping an eye. It's bad. Is hopefully fixed now. The bill will be in May. If you need more service, can stay, but must charge. Cheaper by nurse.
I just nod. And I just wave him off.
Well, that's gonna set you back 10,000 credits.
Damn.
It's still cheaper than American healthcare.
This is true.
I should have charged you the American rate. 126,000 and the 5,000 credits for the bandage.
Oh my god.
And another 20,000 for home call.
But isn't it just like the doctor looks at what you earn and just times it by 50, expecting you to pay it all?
Oh no. Then the poor could. Then in that case, the poor wouldn't be worth it.
Yes, that is the case.
This is why I never go to America without insurance from a Finnish company.
Yes.
Anyway, right. So you guys are pretty much set. Well, the doctor is still unconscious. Malone is the leading medical officer at this moment. Landis is fully conscious, able to continue functioning. He's like, well, missing one endurance point. So, Captain, what are the orders?
I'm gonna give the orders for us to head back, get away from Beta 2. We've had too many bad memories.
Yes, sir. Setting course for Patain? Or Centauri Prime?
Patain.
Patain it is, sir. Estimated target arrival? 6 days. So during the transit, the doctor finally re-emerges from the coma of the narcotics.
Is anybody in here with me?
You find me at least. I'll say.
Well, Malone
definitely
probably because
there.
he's the only one with medic around.
I'll probably like really like barely open my eyes, see them, and just close them back.
It's good, Doc. It's your turn to get better. You rest up.
I'll kind of just like shift in the bed and like turn my back away from.
Would is it still unknown that to me that he's still stem abusing?
I think there would have been a me swearing at some point. So I think you probably would have heard from me somehow.
Especially since I gotta take care of him. Lots of water. Lots of water. Lots of
More
rest.
water! More water! Not enough water. Give me more.
Got you to a drip IV right now. Full of saline and yeah.
That's about it.
It's okay, Doc. You done good. You took care of us. It's our turn to take care of you.
Please don't rub my head.
Okay.
Just pat him instead.
I kind of like open my eyes, like, how's Dugar?
He's gonna make it, Doc. You did good work. We got to him barely just in time. If it wasn't for you, he'd be dead. You're a miracle worker, but it cost you a lot.
At least I'm good for something.
Yeah, Doc, you're good for a lot of things. You've kept all of us alive. It's good, man. Rest up for right now. We'll talk later. Right now, it's just taking care of you. Okay, you need some water, food, lights on, lights off, light music. I like jazz myself.
I'm fine. And I'll just like slump over in my bed, staying quiet.
All right. I'm here, Doc, in case you need anything. Just be reading this book.
Landis just walks
Captain,
up.
doctor's awake.
When I hear it, I'll just say, I'll put in the column and go, I'll be down in a moment.
Roger that.
I'll just, Landis walks in, and he'll just do a brief nod to Malone. And he just looks and says, Malone, can you give us a moment? Private?
Yeah, sure. I'll be outside. Take your time.
Shing.
I'll just sit down in front of you. Based on what the centauri doctor told me, I'm guessing stems.
You muted.
You're mute. You're mute.
Stares at you in silence. That's why you couldn't hear me.
How appropriate.
I don't know what. I don't know what has caused you to turn to drugs, but it's not the answer.
Do you remember the first person you killed, Landis?
Yes. It's the reason why I'm not a naval officer anymore.
Okay. But how about the second and the third and the fourth? I remember everybody I killed up here, whether it's by a gun on the operating table. When I was in intelligence, I learned to separate it, kind of bisect my mind from the person who heals, which is what I wanted to be, and the person who had to survive. I thought I was done with that. And I was finished, just have to go back to what I wanted to do in life. Then I come on this ship and I see myself falling into old habits, doing things that I thought I would never do again. And every time I shoot somebody, they are in here. Every single one of them. I went to fucking medical school to save people, not to kill someone every other week. I can't sleep anymore, Landis. I see their faces. Every single one.
You have saved people, though.
I've killed twice as many.
And you think my hands are clean?
I don't know. You apparently are able to sleep well at night. I'm not.
Sleep. You should see how much alcohol I drink.
Oh, I've noticed. I tried to get Zadora to slow down. Kind of warned you guys that to compromise, because I know what the effects are. I see what it's done to me.
Yeah. I don't know what Zadora's done which had them drink. But for me, it's not the number that causes me to drink, it's who that causes me to drink. One or two. I've is discharged. The reason for it, I was doing a training simulation with my squadron, and My commanding officer had given orders that were, on paper, looked impressive, but there was just as many things that could go wrong. And in an attempt to part of me panicked. During the training mission, we tried to follow the plans. It looked like one of the things I had thought was going to happen did now reacted. My ship clicked my wingmate. I killed my number 2. The investigation revealed that if I had just stayed on course, I went with the laid out course, nothing would have happened. But my actual account of why I did it doesn't actually match up the sensor records, because what I saw is if I followed that course, I wouldn't have just killed one wingman, I would have killed the entire flight.
Derek kind of sits back in his bed and says, so you did what you had to do to save more people. That is admirable.
During the course of me doing that, one member of my actual flight was still killed.
Well, since we are sharing tragic backstories, apparently, and I have nowhere to go because I'm on bed rest, you do remember I was a part of intelligence, right? My very last stint, and of course, you're not supposed to tell anybody because I have to kill you. I mean, or they'll kill you. I don't really know. They might have me wired right now, ship, who knows? But it was my job to get information on a disreputable space pirate. I went on there, playing the doctor, thinking just there, be a doctor, clean a few wounds here and there, give out information. But this guy, everybody worked on everything. So every ship he attacked, it was either them or me. I end up having to kill a lot of people in this. Women, children, fathers, sons. That's the cross I have to bear. The list that I have is endless because I was told that I was doing what was right for my people, for my species. You did what you had to do to save people. I did what I did to save myself and to back up a government that I don't believe in half the time. So you should probably drink less because you didn't do anything wrong. You did what you had to do. I unfortunately have to deal with my issues. It just became harder.
And it's not like you can go and talk to someone about it.
I mean, there's not a lot of people who sympathizes with a mass murderer, even if he's a doctor.
Technically, every doctor is a murderer at some point.
Yeah. Well, that's a grim look on my field, but sure.
Well, let's be honest. You can't save every single person, and then sometimes in some situations, keeping a person alive might be the worst thing to do for them. Sometimes letting them pass peacefully is the more, what's the word, humane thing to do. The question you might want to ask yourself is, and the thing I think you should take into consideration is, if you were truly a monster, you wouldn't be tormented by what you've done.
Still doesn't help me sleep at night.
Maybe not, but maybe would you want to be a person who could go through what you've done and sleep like a babe? Would you truly want to be that person? Would I actually trust that person to be on this ship?
He just stays, Derek. I just stay silent after that.
Meanwhile, Dad!
Hey, Billy. I'm over here.
Fuck, he's still on here? Shit.
Yeah.
Dad!
I was wondering. Hey.
Technically, we're all done for kidnapping at least.
I was wondering if you're gonna come say hello to good old Dad.
Well, you were sleeping last time. But Dad, just heard. My unit has been killed in action.
What?
The,
Tell me everything. Wait, tell me everything.
My unit was sent to Actor, and apparently 3 of my units survived. The rest are dead.
Well, Billy, I'm sorry, and I'm glad. I'm sorry they're dead and for your loss, but I'm glad you weren't there with them. I know this isn't the way you wanted things, but
What if I could have saved them? What if I was there, helped them?
don't ever worry about the what ifs. Ever. You have to worry about what you can and cannot do. The universe is a chaotic and random place. It doesn't care about right, wrong. It just is random. At the moment, you just have to do what's best for you. And what I thought when I came for you was that at that moment I thought that was best for us, to protect you. Maybe you could have been there and saved them. And if that's the case, then it's my fault that they're dead because I prevented you from being there. But in my eyes, I'm glad you weren't there because that means you're here with me alive. And that's more important to to me. And it's a selfish thought, and I'm sorry. But I won't cry a tear over it. I'm just glad you're safe. And you should be glad you're safe, because you have a lot of potential in you. You will be a hero. You will get your chance. Just not right now. Son, I love you, and I'm glad you're alive. These are the best things that I have no other words of wisdom to give you. Do you think you could, think you need a hug?
Nah, I'm cool. I'm just gonna go get a drink. Neat.
Do you mind if I join you? Please? For old time's sake.
By the way, now that we are on the topic, your son never did return to duty during the allocated return time.
Yeah.
So he's now considered a fugitive. Oh well,
is correct.
deserter actually.
How long? I thought he was a merc. How long was the mercy leave for?
Few weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, you've been 2 weeks between Bethane and Beta 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have said something, man.
Not my job.
No.
I said you should have said something. I would have kept on extending that leave date.
I just love it. The emergency leave is like it's this entire contracted.
It's better than being a fugitive from the military. Trust me. I've seen the bad end of that.
I just love the Carlos is doing those puppy dog eyes there.
Hug?
Come on, you know you want to.
But the son is not giving any.
Yeah, the son doesn't give two shits.
So,
That's all right. I'll keep trying.
Bethane.
Mhm.
You arrive at the den of hive and villainy.
No culture, surely.
You'd think so. But yes, you arrive at the place, and you remember the decorations you had encountered last time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they seem a bit tarnished. There seems to be a lot of graffiti around. It's like somebody's fighting. Is there's workmen cleaning the graffiti at the moment?
Yeah.
But they are clearly there. They're not as bad as the ones that were on Jacaranda. But there seems to be some sort of resentment against the man.
No, not the man, the woman.
The woman.
There's a difference.
Mm-hmm. There's some very unkind words among those things.
Dicks everywhere.
Not that bad. At least anymore.
I read Centauri. Somewhere. Oh, that's not good.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
That's not nice at all.
It's probably like the first couple I read. I went, you know what? They're actually quite funny, and then I read more and more, and it's like just hear the grinding in the teeth.
Hey, that one looks like your wife. That picture there. Not very flattering, though.
No, it's not. I'm just gonna point to one of the work crews and I'm going, I say, I would recommend you remove that first. And I point at the offending picture.
Yes, sir. Right on it, sir. And the laborers pick up their gear and move towards that picture to remove it.
I'm gonna head towards my actual quarters in the station and find out how the war culture is going on.
How the war is going on.
Yeah. No, the war for culture, i.e. us.
Ah, the war for culture, yes.
Yeah.
Well, your quarters are immaculate as last time. Though there's a work crew finishing up on the graffiti right outside of it.
Ariana is up. Oh, they erased it. Okay.
Pretty much. Yes. Ariana seems to be not present at the moment.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna pull up the station information just to see if there's anything to indicate that she's went off the station.
Oh no, there's no information that she has left
Uh-huh.
the station. That is.
So, where's her wife? Isn't she supposed to be here?
Yes.
You want to call her? Do you have like some sort of communication? Does she leave note for us?
That's what. Just gonna start bringing up my comms just to see if there's been anything that's been left for me by Ariana and the system.
Nope. Nada.
I'm gonna then just see if I can calm her.
It takes a while, but she does pick up eventually. Yes, what is it now?
Dear, I'm back in the system.
Oh, you're back. I'm sorry, I'm trying to deal with these dock workers. They seem to be so... They don't want to work with me. It's grinding against every gear I have. I'll get back to you as soon as I get... No, you're not getting... I'll call you back. Doot, doot, doot.
Can I actually see where in the station that
Yep.
our comm badge keeps coming from?
Yep.
Not comm badge, but comm patch, yeah.
Yeah, it's the loading yards of the shipyard.
Yeah.
The docks.
I'm gonna make my way down there.
Yep. What about the rest of you? You follow?
Yes.
Can I get out of bed?
Yep.
Am I fully? Okay.
Yeah, I suppose you're good enough at least.
Yeah.
Mentally, maybe not. Some
Okay.
scratches left, but
Okay.
good enough to work.
But hey, still no armor, still no weapons.
What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, I just want my compatriots to know that.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Doc, you're looking better. Good to have you back.
Yeah, thanks.
So you
All right,
made-
Landis. What's the plan here?
Just make sure nothing happens to my wife. She seems to be getting maybe herself in over her head.
She seems to be pissing off a lot of people. I see her name popping up everywhere.
So you make it down to the docks. It appears there's some sort of a crowd. On the other side there is Ariana and a few of your household guards. On the other side there's a lot of dock workers yelling with a few signs, and there seems to be some sort of establishment in the docks that they are huddled around against. And Ariana is trying to talk with what seems to be their ringleader, and it's mostly a shouting match. It's shouting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until you arrive and the crowd notices your arrival. The household guards salute you, and the fighting stops, and the ringleader tends to look, finally a man to talk to instead of this woman. The dock workers union will not be bullied in ceasing our operation. We will continue as planned, or all the traffic in the station will stop.
And your name is?
Sharon.
You do realize the woman you just referred to is my wife?
I do. She keeps bringing it up in every point. But the answer is still no. We will not acclimate to her ridiculous demands.
What is her demand?
She wants us to close the last of the brothels on the station. We will not allow it.
Give me a second. Ariana.
Yes.
On what grounds are you wanting to close the establishment?
Isn't it obvious? Decent people do not need brothels.
Are they mistreating the girls or the boys?
It's not the point. They have now access to the theatre. They don't need this sort of lowbrow entertainment anymore.
I'm just gonna go. Duran, you said?
Sharon.
Duran, sorry. Let me just talk to her for a moment.
We will stay here and protect the establishment.
Right. And I'm just gonna motion for Ariana to follow me. And I'm gonna get a wee bit out of the way, so I'm not just publicly humiliating her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna turn to her and it's gonna just be in the softest voice I can, and I'm going, right, Ariana. Now I'm gonna ask you to be civil with me, and I'll try and be civil with you, and we won't embarrass each other in front of the commoners.
Of course, my count.
Now, my lady, I know you've put the theatre in, and fair enough, but not everyone goes to the theatre.
No. But you cannot have a respectable space station with whores on it, my husband. You do want to have a prestigious domain, do you not? This is your only space station. The one that all your guests are going to arrive. Are you going to be introducing them to all the halls of the station?
Ariana, how many stations have you actually been on?
The Centauri Highport. And it's what I'm
Yeah.
modeling it after.
What parts of the Centauri Highport have you been on?
the Centauri high ports. Where you get
Have
in
you
and where
been
you get
through
out.
every level of it?
Well, no, I don't need to.
My dear, trust me on this. What do you think half the naval ratings did when we came back from maneuvers?
Well,
We docked at the high port and we hit the brothels.
nonsense. Nonsense.
The high port.
There's plenty enough of brothels in the lesser space stations. You don't need to use the Centauri high port for that. That is for respectable people and nobles.
Yeah, where do you think the officers went to get their 1 to 6s? It's done.
It's your command. I will not interpose on your station. But this could be a shining example of Centauri civilization and not a den of hookers and gamblers.
I agree. Listen, Ariana, I agree. There's ways about how to go about it. But at the same time, this place will burn down if you bar everything that you do not agree with.
Very well. But if you do countermand me on this, they will come to you for every issue I have. I tell them to do something, they come to you whining.
No. That's why you're going to talk to them and you're going to make a list of to establish the running of that establishment. We're not going to ban it, but it'll be run to certain criteria.
I am not going to be a brothel, madam.
I'm not asking you to be a brothel, madam. I'm expecting you to be the regulator.
That's what? A madam of several brothels? Fine. I will find a way to let them keep the brothel.
Even if it is just keep one brothel in one area and they have to get regularly checked. If we get it out of the hands where we actually organize it and it's regulated by us, then there's no gangs controlling it. And I think that's a better image than letting it be run underneath our noses with gangs.
Fine. We'll do it your way then. But be warned.
You can discuss it and just say, I'm gonna let you talk to Duran. And that's it. You come up with the recommendations and the discussion, but come to a compromise. Because let me make it clear, if both of you keep arguing about this and I hear about it, both of you are going to be in my bad book.
Yes, darling. Anything else I can help you with?
No. I'm going to take a walk along the promenade and actually have a read of the interesting literature that's been left lying around.
Yes. The hookers do thank me so generously for making their lives better. Now, I do believe I have a compromise to make.
Yes.
With the most disdain and reluctance she can muster, she turns away, flashes a smile to Malone, and walks back to the negotiations. What do the three of you do?
Man, you're a woman. You gotta have whores there for the visit. I mean, that's just good business.
I think I protected her too much.
Well, as long as you keep her in line. I mean, I don't want to be that guy that, I don't know, I'm not the best one. I don't have a very good success rate with women, so,
It's, she has a point in some regards, but it's how she goes about it.
she's a headstrong woman.
Uh,
I mean, she's married to you, right? She's gotta be.
I think if she was any more headstrong, I would have been dead by now.
I mean, at least you only have one. You could have like 2 or 3, equally headstrong.
I think that would be the only reason why I would survive if she was much more headstrong, because it would be all of them fighting each other instead.
Hey, there's a solution for you then.
One centauri woman can be bad enough. I am not.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Well, looks like we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah.
Why don't we stick around for a bit, see how this plays out, and wait for the next thing. I believe we're still waiting on trying to sell off our ship, right?
Yes. But I've got a sneaking suspicion she would have allowed this wee crusade of hers to take our attention.
Yeah. I don't know about all that. You know me, I'm just good at one thing, and that's punching people.
Yeah.
I'll let all this negotiation stuff for you guys.
I think we're gonna need to see how the doctor's administrations of his patient have worked out.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well then, what's next? I'm sure some emergency or other will come up in the meantime.
I'm assuming Dugar's still in the Jacaranda. Uh-huh. I'm gonna be making my way back to see what state he's in.
As you make it back to the med bay, he's still lying there on the bed that you left him on.
Uh-huh.
The meter going beep, 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 beep.
You know, I'd hate to say this, but I don't think he's going to be in any condition to work with us anymore. I think we're going to have to drop him off somewhere safe. And since there's a war going on, I don't know. Maybe we should take him back and see if Jakar at Babylon 5's got any way to, I don't know, use for him. I don't think sending him back home would be a safe plan.
I think it's more of a question, is he gonna wake up?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he? Can I ascertain that? Now that it's been a few days.
Yes, your scans reveal significant damage to his brains. Whether he wakes up is a question, but if he does, there's no question that his capabilities have been altered significantly.
I mean, I'm no expert on non-physiology, so I don't know.
I mean, it took a sword to the brain.
I mean, technically, if you get poked in the right part, you could be okay. The wrong part, not so much.
There is all these kind of. There's also the silly ones you hear about people getting half their brain, shot out. Five,
Yeah.
You know, I knew this guy once when we were in the war. He got a piece of shrapnel stuck right into his skull. It embedded itself like 4 inches in. Guy was fine, except that he could never make left turns after that. But everything else was fine with him. Made a full recovery. Minus the fact that he couldn't turn left. Oh well. I think his name was Derek something or other.
Derek Wright. Derek always right from that on.
Oh, that's bad.
The puns.
The Punmeister strikes again.
The puns are calling.
So,
Well, let's turn on the news and see what else has been going on with the rest of the galaxy.
well, as you turn on the news, there's very little aside. The big news is, of course, the going on of the narn centauri war. You have access to a bit more information since you can contact Earth. There's the Siege of Actor, the Earth Alliance Marines, or ground pounders, assaulting an alien stronghold, and it's classified as a victory, but with a heavy cost. There's some growing anti-alien sentiment growing up in Earth, with the former vice president, now president. Not Santiago was the dead one. Was the Clark? President Clark is enjoying rising popularity among the alien-fearing Earthlings.
I don't like that Clark guy.
Especially with the new death toll from the operation at Acto. There seems to be a growing growing support for uninterference policies. They are demanding that Earth Force pull back and leave the aliens to do alien things, and Earthlings to focus on fixing their own problems.
Is there like a banner just going make Earth great again or something like that?
Yes.
Oh,
Probably a few of them.
Fuck.
Mega.
Sorry,
I really don't.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do it, but it's just when I just started thinking about Clark, I'm just going, that's actually quite a bit similar to what's going on at the moment.
Yeah.
I can't
Everywhere.
condone that. I can't condone that.
It's a wee bit scary, isn't it?
Jesus, mega.
I think this is an excellent position to end the game session.
Yeah.
Because I can't stop this. I can't get any better than this.
You fucking broke us with that one, dude.
There's no recovering for this one, and we had a most exciting session. The first half was absolutely gorgeous, full of action-packed, and we had a mellow out, and we got to a slow part, and it just leaves us to start the next session on a race towards action. So, let's put on the banter mode. Anybody have anything to announce?
No.
Any regards to send to anyone? Oh, Tomorrow.
Yeah.
What time are we gonna be playing? Or is Steve up for the task? Do you know? Any news from him? Landers? I mean,
Sources of power.
Sources of power should be right. So my day's clear. Your day's clear. It's just
well, I
getting-
do have a game creation, but I can ditch those guys and come over here.
Also, we have chat questions, by the way.
We have chat questions. Oh no!
I didn't mean to interrupt what you're saying, but it just came up and it's the
Yeah.
second time it's been asked.
Sources
Yeah.
of power. Go, go, go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cousin and yeah.
So it's just a question of me getting in contact with Evan and making sure he's good because he had a few things come up over the last week, and then I've had things come up. So I think we're good to go for today. No, not today. Tomorrow. There. It'll be.
What
just
time was it again?
6 p.m. GMT.
So 8 o'clock my time. I see.
Yeah. Yeah, this is why I always did it at 6 p.m. It was
Yeah.
for the convenience for you. So it's so I've got so most of it's just me having to come up with just making sure everyone else is ready, and it is just making sure everyone is happy with what they're doing with characters, because there was a few advancement points there, and I'll be trying to talk to you guys about that just to make sure you're happy with what you're doing there. God, that wasn't moving house just really throws you off.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Mhm.
Maybe-
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. Also, the Christmas is coming and everything.
Yeah.
We'll see what we're gonna do. I might need to actually. Yeah, now that I think about it, I will be 22nd. I'm gonna have to take off. That's third Sunday of the month, which is also coincidentally the month that Zimmy wants off to spend it with the missus.
Yeah. Because like what? So the 22nd. Let me go up, man.
And 21st Saturday, I will not be able to play.
Okay.
28th, I'm game. 29th, it's also is actually the Sunday.
Yeah.
But I also 22nd is a Sunday, so I won't be able to play because I will be indisposed that
Yeah.
Sunday.
Okay. 28th, I'm working the Saturday, but I should be in before session starts.
We do start pretty late, so
Yeah.
if you're still working at that hour, that bank is going to be bust.
If I'm working late at that hour, I'll be worried about what my bloody call is.
Yeah, and there's going to be royal investigation to your bank's activities at that point.
No, it's probably got a call that I can't afford to get. I can't hand over to anyone else.
Yeah, point taken. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. Tomorrow, Sources of Power
Yeah.
at 6 o'clock English time.
Yeah.
Assuming everything goes alright, we don't know. We might not.
Yeah. We'll find out.
And also, has
Next
Miana visited Dugar?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good question.
This has not been revealed. It might be.
Ooh.
I mean, I've been in it the whole time except for when we left. So she could have did it during then.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's what we'll find out.
Maybe that'll be headcanon.
Mhm.
Hat cannon.
In my head canon, she slipped him extra drugs so that she would not wake up.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that is really some fucked up fan fiction you've got there.
Yeah, that got dark quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Frogskatter's got him and Miana like having an illicit love affair, and someone's eating the odds.
So, are you gonna sing us off?
No, I can't. I don't have my acoustic with me. I just got my super electric, and I just remembered I don't have a electric guitar for it, plug for it.
No. Still sounds good, though.
Ugh. No, it's way tuned.
Okay.
However, for next time, we'll see. I've got some surprises for y'all. Maybe.
Next week, surprises. Yeah, next week Babylon Project will be on schedule.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's more than just me and Carlos, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So until that, bonus nachos, everyone.
Yep.
Bonus nachos.
Nachos.